The Golden State Warriors just flipped the entire NBA upside down with a massive playoff update straight from Steve Kerr and Jimmy Butler. This isn't just hype, this is confirmed, and it's sending shockwaves through the league. The Warriors have been quietly preparing behind the scenes, and now it's official, they're going all in for a deep playoff run. Kerr says the team is more locked in than ever, and Butler promises surprises that no one sees coming. From Curry's leadership to a fiery locker room, the energy in Golden State is electric. Could this be the comeback story of the year? Stay tuned, because the Warriors aren't just aiming for the playoffs, they're gunning for another ring. Let's break it all down. The Golden State Warriors have officially ignited the fire heading into the most crucial stretch of the season, and the latest update from head coach Steve Kerr and superstar Jimmy Butler is shaking the NBA world. What was once just speculation has now been confirmed. This isn't just another update. This is the Warriors firing a warning shot to the rest of the league. The playoffs are coming fast, and the Warriors are not just planning to show up, they're coming to dominate. Let's start with the statement that has everyone talking. Steve Kerr didn't just share a basic progress report. No, he dropped a playoff bomb. In a recent press conference, Kerr openly discussed the energy in the locker room, the hunger to win, and most surprisingly, his outright confidence in the team's playoff position. He didn't sugarcoat it. Kerr said the team is laser-focused, more locked in than they've been all season, and he believes this squad has what it takes to not only make a deep playoff run, but to win it all. That's right. He didn't say maybe. He said win it all. And Jimmy Butler, the ultimate competitor, didn't hold back either. While Butler isn't always the most talkative when it comes to predictions, even he couldn't resist showing his excitement. In a post-practice interview, Butler said he feels something special building with this Warriors team. The chemistry, the intensity, the passion, it's all peaking at the right time. He specifically praised Steph Curry, calling him the heart of the team, and gave a subtle but powerful message: we're going to surprise a lot of people. That statement alone is now circling all over sports media. But what does this mean in actual playoff terms? Let's break it down. Right now, the Warriors are sitting in a position where every game counts. The Western Conference has been an all-out war, with teams clawing for playoff spots like never before. The Warriors are currently in a position where one slip-up could mean the play-in tournament, while a strong finish could secure them a top 6 seed and a guaranteed spot in the postseason. Kerr made it clear, the goal is to avoid the play-in at all costs. And the schedule ahead? It's intense. Games against the Clippers, the Suns, the Timberwolves, and the Pelicans are going to be absolute battles. These are must-win matchups. But here's where things get interesting. Steve Kerr said he's already seeing playoff-level focus in practice. There's a playoff atmosphere during shootarounds. Players are communicating more, diving for loose balls, and treating every possession like it's Game 7. When the coach starts seeing that kind of urgency, you know this team means business. And speaking of business, let's talk about the business end of things: injuries, rotations, and game plans. One of the biggest updates is about the return of Andrew Wiggins and the health status of Draymond Green. According to Kerr, both players are trending upward. Wiggins has looked explosive in drills, and Draymond, despite dealing with nagging physical issues earlier in the season, is reportedly in the best shape he's been in all year. Add that to the consistent brilliance of Steph Curry, and suddenly this Warriors squad is looking like a real playoff threat. But we can't ignore the X Factors, guys like Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and of course, the possible addition of Kai Sotto. That's right, rumors are still swirling about a potential summer signing of the Filipino phenom, and though it wouldn't impact this year's playoffs, it's adding buzz and fuel to the fire for next season's future. Sotto has been on the Warriors' radar, and insiders say the organization is intrigued by his height, mobility, and international market appeal. His signing could be the next step in the Warriors' long-term evolution. Now, back to the present. The Warriors' playoff hopes rest not just on talent, but execution. Jimmy Butler, who's been praised for his leadership, has reportedly taken a bigger vocal role in the locker room. Multiple sources claim that Butler has challenged his teammates to step up, to embrace the grind, and to take personal accountability for every moment on the court. It's the kind of energy you need in the playoffs, a no-excuses mentality, led by a man who's already carried teams deep into the postseason. Curry, meanwhile, is quietly putting together yet another MVP-caliber season. He might not be leading the league in scoring, but what he's doing in terms of efficiency, clutch shooting, and basketball IQ is second to none. He's the glue, the engine, the warrior of the Warriors. In recent games, Curry has made it clear that he will not go down without a fight. His leadership on the court is contagious, and young guys like Brandon Podziemski are feeding off that energy. The vibes in the locker room are strong. What's more, the front office hasn't been silent either. Bob Myers may be gone, but Mike Dunleavy Jr. has been making quiet but calculated moves, ensuring that this roster is deep and flexible heading into the playoffs. Insiders say the Warriors could still make 1 or 2 surprise roster adjustments before the final deadline. That could mean freeing up minutes for Moody, giving more responsibility to Kuminga, or even testing out 2 big lineups with Kevin Looney and Dario Saric. It's all on the table. One of the most surprising developments, though, has been the way Steve Kerr has adjusted his coaching. Kerr has always been known for his trust in veterans and his fluid rotations. But lately, he's been more aggressive, calling timeouts earlier, making faster substitutions, and even tweaking the offense to rely less on motion and more on quick isolation plays for Curry and Butler. It's a sign that Kerr is adapting, evolving, and doing whatever it takes to win. And here's a stat for you: since the All-Star break, the Warriors are among the top 5 in defensive rating. That's right. All that talk about their defense being washed? Forget it. They've locked in, and they're playing Warriors basketball again, communicating, switching, contesting every shot. And with Gary Payton II back in the mix, their perimeter defense just got a whole lot nastier. Teams that thought they could run up the score on Golden State better start rethinking their strategy. Let's not forget the impact of Chase Center. This arena becomes a fortress in the postseason. The crowd, the energy, the intimidation, it all adds up. And if the Warriors can secure even a few home games in the playoffs, it could be the difference between an early exit and a deep run. Curry feeds off that energy. So does Draymond. And Butler? He lives for the hostile playoff moments. This team was built for the big stage. There's also the element of revenge. Remember, this is a team that heard all the criticism after their early season struggles. The media counted them out. Fans doubted them. Pundits labeled them as washed. But here they are, fighting, clawing, and refusing to fade into irrelevance. They're hungry. They've got chips on their shoulders. And they're ready to shut up the doubters with their performance on the biggest stage.